Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. At the end of the previous video, you may remember we did a bit of a run through on the hardcore mode, but I'm back on the regular mode here, and I'm still with the Interceptor. In fact, I think I'm going to stick with the Interceptor. I haven't unlocked the other ships, as you can see, and I tend to prefer the Interceptor at any rate. So, where's the perks? We've got 3,500 credits that we can spend, so I'm going to get on that right now and have a bit of a spend. Well, we need to spend 4,500 to upgrade the sector scanner. I'm not too fussed about that just yet. I'm going to go through this very quickly, so don't worry. We can get straight into the action in just a moment. I'm going to try and do this as quickly as possible. Let's increase the nanobot efficiency. In fact, I'm going to put as much into there as we possibly can. And that one as well. So that's all the money done. We can now head on out. Every time I come to this screen, I'm tempted to do an easy one, just to see how far we can actually get. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do an easy one. Always go through it on normal. We did a hardcore one last time, so I'm not opposed to difficulty at all. But a few people have said, or suggested, that I try easy mode. So let's give it a go. Why not? Off we go. I'm not sure how far I'll get. Maybe I'll get a little bit further, but knowing me, perhaps not. Look at this asteroid field. This looks gorgeous. Very, very nice. So, what do we got? Some outlaw scouts down there under assault by GMB fighters. We'll go and help them out. Although they seem to be holding their own without any problem at all, don't they? And you can see there is indeed... things are a lot easier. But that's good. We'll see how far we can get. Maybe we can actually see some more interesting things rather than the same old zones and the same old sectors that we normally previously been seeing. I'd love to see him go out of control there. The game just keeps getting better, doesn't it, with all these updates. Nice little graphical effects and a whole load of other things going on as well. Right, nothing else going on around here. What's that? Over there. Mineable ore is glowing a little bit. Okay, what else can we find? Oh, we didn't pick up the credits on the processors. Let's give that a look. And we'll get the plasma field as well. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, what's this? A cool down mod blueprint. Is that something that just ejected from something else I just destroyed, or was it just randomly sitting there? New blueprint unlocked. Nice. Right. GMB, fuel transport. No, we're not fussed about... oh, another blueprint. Nope, mineable crystal. So things certainly seem to glow a lot nicer than they did previously, making things that much easier to actually find and see. Excuse me. The new graphical effects on the mineable ore there is also very nice. You know, I've got to admit, I don't know of many games that have had as many regular updates as Everspace in recent times that are also as consistently as good as the updates for this one as well. If there are any other games that you find that are a bit like that, then do let me know. Nowadays, there's not that many games to actually play. This ice is nice as well. You know, taking the time, now it's slightly easier to appreciate some of the graphical effects that we don't normally get to see. Lovely, isn't it? Yeah, so like I say, I don't really get the time to play as many games as I did at one time. But that's not an entirely bad thing. I just try and make sure I stick to the games that I genuinely do enjoy, Everspace being one of those, of course. What sort of games have you been playing? lately. It's something I'd like to know, because I'm always up for trying to add to my relatively short list of games to play. Generally, I like online games. I've actually been playing a bit of Black Desert as well lately, and it's actually a pretty good game, but got some serious accusations of it being pay to win at the moment. I don't know whether or not it could qualify as that. Personally, I don't think so, but well, some people seem to think that way. Right. Anything else? Oh, should we have a look in that asteroid field? And we've got to move on. Oh, we got a bit of a wreckage over here as well. Wreckages are always worth checking out. You never know what's actually going to be located inside of them. And of course, you always have the opportunity to take some fuel. Of course, fuel tanks like this one here, they do go with a bit of a bang if you shoot at them. So you don't really want to be too close to them when you lit off your weapons fire, because chances are they'll end up damaging you a little bit. I think that's enough for this zone. There's probably a few more things dotted around here and there, but let's go have a look at zone 2. I'm eager to get going. So you may remember I've got a little bit of a sector scanner now. Not as good as it can be. I've only got stage 1 of 4 out of the sector scanner unlocked, but it is enough to allow me to see the risks of the map here. And we can go to a medium risk, or we can go to a low risk. I'm going to go to a medium risk, but it also means I will have another medium risk following on from that. Wondering why I'm trying medium risk whilst on easy mode? Well, I'd just like to see how much difference it actually makes to things. So shield's holding up well.
I'll take these, thank you.
Oh, got some more targets incoming as well. It seems 2 more. We can just get rid of these. We'll see how close they actually are. Oh, they're miles away. Literally. Energy core extension. Depends what I've got to replace. I can't remember what I've actually got fitted. Oh no. Got room for it, and it seems. That's a bit of a surprise. I'm going to go over and take out these outlaws as well while we're at it. Might as well, whilst we're in the throes of combat. Where'd that one go? So you may notice that their fire, the enemy's fire, is not quite as accurate now on easy mode. As well as doing slightly less damage, they seem to be tracking me a little bit less, so their weapons fire is that much easier to actually avoid. So it's nice to know that difficulty settings in this is not just about hit points. I think some games tend to just add a few more hit points onto the enemies and reduce your weapons fire ability when you go into a difficulty mode. So yeah, I always favour games that when you want to ramp up the difficulty genuinely it does ramp up with the enemies becoming that much better at combat or that much smarter. What's this over here? Looks like some sort of container potentially. Well, it's a container with containers on. And I gather this doesn't actually belong to anyone. Some gel. Oh, an outlaw turret. I wonder what was firing on me there. You dropping anything? No, it's not dropping anything. But let's go back to these containers. And it looks like there's fuel canisters on the top as well. Hopefully we get to see the chance. We get the chance to see some nice explosions here. Let's give it a go. Yeah, look at that. Got to freeze frame it right there. Spoiled your enjoyment of the animation in favour of me getting A bit of a screenshot here. Seem to do this almost every episode, don't I? I love getting screenshots. Gorgeous looking game. So plenty of gas now. So gas rather than fuel coming out of these, and the gas is still venting into space momentarily there. Right, what else have we got? Another container somewhere around here, but I can't quite see. Oh, we got to fly inside the structure a little bit to get it. Some nanobots and some credits. And some scrap. Okay. Now what else have we got around here? Oh, thought that asteroid was a little bit further away there. Sense of distance actually went out the window momentarily then. So let's have a look over here. Maybe that's a ship, although it hasn't got any type of hologram or beacon above it. Although that could be because I'm below it. Oh, it's a enemy ship. Look at that, seeing the fighters launch out. Oh, wrong weapon, wrong key.
Well executed.
Are we there? Come on, last one. Some more credits. Certainly chucks out some nice credits. Bear in mind these are actually reduced because of the difficulty mode I'm set to. Also curious to see just how long the invasion fleet takes to arrive. Wondering if the time is actually different for each difficulty mode. Now, can we get in the front of this ship here? Or is that shield prevent me from entering? I don't imagine there's anything in there. Yeah, we can't get in there. First time I've actually seen one of these before. What's that? I thought there was some more credits for a moment. Some scrap. Okay, it doesn't look like too much else around here. There's the big asteroid over there in the distance, and I'm not sure whether or not I'm actually beating that one. I'm losing track already. I think I previously went in one in the zone preceding this one, didn't I? Yeah, new asteroid. And a container somewhere. Is this going to be a tech container? It is. Potentially a new weapon in here then? Oh, a drone override. Okay. Right, I think that will do for this zone. Oh no, we've got an outlawed drone. Let's go and get that first. And then I'm going to prepare my jump to the next zone. And a little bit of fuel. We can always do it then. I was just looking at the fuel thinking it's getting a little bit low and it could do with topping up. So where's the exit? There we go. Off we go to Zone 3 in Sector 1. So another medium difficulty here, or medium risk should we say. Immediately in combat, although a very weak drone here. I'm fully expecting everything to be entirely easy, at least until we get to Sector 2, or maybe even Sector 3. Let's see if there's that missile turret. Oh, that one got me. Oh. Where are these coming from?
You have drawn the attention of hostiles.
Plenty of enemies around here. That was very close, wasn't it? You notice how I just barely missed that asteroid. One thing that's always a problem in combat, end up crashing into things and damaging yourself. A little bit of smoke there, which doesn't seem to be... Oh, there it goes. I was about to say, which doesn't seem to be dissipating. Don't know if you got a chance to notice it there, but did you see the damage being done to the little containers there before they actually exploded? The weapons fire was causing pits and dents to appear on them. Nice touches. Some more light missiles could do with them. I've actually been using a few. What's over here? Keep an eye out for turrets, but quite possibly this is a GMB platform. Yeah, we'll have the mineable fuel. I nearly skipped that. Although I'm always told I shouldn't skip resources when playing this. Okay. And let's go and deal with these outlaws over here. Now these asteroid fields certainly seem to have been much more dense than they were previously, and that makes engaging in combat inside of them a lot more exciting, a lot more interesting, because there's targets that you genuinely do have to avoid. Actually much prettier as well, aren't they? Stunning visuals. Just get a sense of what it's like to fly inside these. So I've seen a few comments before, people asking if this is worth getting instead of Elite Dangerous or something like that. And my answer to that is these are both very, very different games. You can see this is very much action orientated, very combat orientated, but I would also say right up front that this is one of my favourite games that I'm currently playing, and I've been playing this now for a very long time, and my enjoyment of it doesn't diminish. In fact, it actually gets better and better the more I play it, largely because of those updates that keep coming out, and largely because of my ability with the game slowly over time does improve a little bit. I mean, I'm by no means particularly great at combat. Any of you that have watched my videos for quite a while now will be aware of that fact, but I'd like to think that my ability with this game at least has improved somewhat. Let's go get that gel over there then. And I think I might have a look in a minute to see what resources I've got available. Have I got enough to actually purchase something? Oh, did I miss a container over there? I've just come from that direction. How did I miss that one? So yeah, as you can see, the asteroids here are certainly quite densely packed, which makes for some really interesting flying. More scrap, and our fuel is actually full, which makes a nice change. Right, let's get going. The next zone is the jump gate, taking us to Sector 2, and so far it's been a fairly easy, if very interesting ride. Right, so low risk zone here, And just so I get in here, I'm going to have a very quick look just to see if anything is upgradable. So yep, the pulse laser and the Gatling gun are upgradable. Shield is too. I'm going to actually upgrade the shield now. Do we want the shield capacity mod, or do we want the shield recharge delay mod? We want the capacity mod. So we go for that. What else have we got? Can we build both? Might as well. Can we we're going to upgrade the pulse laser as well. Energy consumption mod. That's good. And that's pretty much all our resources gone. Hopefully I actually kept a few nanobots to hand there. I don't think they're usually consumed for this sort of thing, are they? Yeah, nanobots are usually used for repair. So there's a limit of 20. But as you can see, repair is not a thing that's a particular consideration at the moment. What was this over here? A trader. We've seen traders before, but the colours on this ship at least look different to what I've seen previously. I think the ship design is pretty much the same, if not entirely the same. Saw some fighters around here. Oh, got the wrong key again. Never mind what we're using. We're using the weapon overdrive, the one I should be using in combat rather than actually outside of combat. It's on the other side of the asteroid.
Strike!
Got it! Let's get some of that gas in there. I actually believe this game's doing very well. Last I heard it had sold around about 1 million copies, which is impressive, to say the least. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I do believe that to be correct. So, congratulations, I think, are in order to Rockfish. More space games the better, that's what I always say. Hard to believe, isn't it, that just a few years ago space games were pretty much non-existent. Where's that tech container? Oh, careful here. I'm not sure who this structure belongs to, if anyone, so I don't really want to go shooting things up. Doesn't seem to be a GMB thing though, does it? Let's take the chance. Any fuel in there for me? No. Let's see if we can see some of those dents appearing on there. Yeah, see the bullet marks? So no fuel coming out, unfortunately, but some extremely pretty explosions. Nope. Okay, one thing that's changed is when you shot one of those containers, it used to take all the other nearby containers along with it. Very close orbiting moon there. Right. Last container then, I think, and unless anything immediately apparent comes up in view after this, I'm going to go through the chunk gate. Mineable gas, we got plenty of that. More mineable gas. It's in roughly the direction I'm going in though now, unless, yeah, roughly the direction I'm going in. Same sort of distance, slightly different angle, so we get that little bit of mineable gas and I think we move on to Sector 2. Gas, of course, embedded in the ice. Makes sense? Right, did I see another ice droid around here? Oh, I see an enemy. I did. There we are. One hostile, an Okar fighter. Oh no, there's quite a few over here. Okay, we're going to take you on and then we'll leave, I guess. Now it's possible there's some turret defences around here, so I'm going to try a little bit careful. beam lasers, my personally most hated enemy. The ones that take your shields down, sometimes in an instant. Right, we're good, I think. Nothing around here. I was expecting to there may be... Oh no, there's a few more hostiles. I was expecting there to be in some goodies around here. Some containers or something, but apparently not. Let's go to the jump gate then, and we'll leave those other awesome nanobots. I think I'm just about full of them though. And we'll leave the other Okar fighters to their own doing. Time to head off to Sector 2. Here we go. Similar layout to the previous area, but some very nice coloration here. So then, I think for now this is where we're going to leave it, and I'll pick up from here in a future video. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time.